Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, back doing a best of one Murders at Karlov Manor draft. We've got Anzrag's Rampage. This is a Destroy All Artifacts thing, so we probably aren't going to first pick that, but World Soul's Rage is good. Any damage to any target, and you get lands from your hand and or graveyard on a battlefield tapped from graveyard is quite good. Sudden Setback, put something on the top bottom of their library, non-land permanent. This comes in and kills something, and then this is actually pretty good. This rewards you when stuff comes back, or when you bring stuff back from your graveyard to your hand, or when you exile stuff with like collecting evidence. So I actually kind of like this card. I could see taking that. Let's see what this detective does. Sacrifice an artifact or discard a card if you do draw a card, and buff it. Okay. Otherwise, there is shock in here too, but I think Soul Innervation's got some more potential upside. Well, you could go for the Insidious Roots, Collect Evidence deck, but I tried Insidious Roots before and it didn't work so hot. Artifacts and creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. All right, well, you can kind of build around that and just make it so you don't have any into the battlefield effects, the artifacts and creatures, which is okay. Gleaming Geardrake is actually pretty good. It investigates, so it's going to grow from that alone, and it's a pretty efficient flyer. Otherwise, you could take a shock, but I actually kind of like the Geardrake here. It's a good card. I mean, this turns into a win con and investigates or blazes itself. That's just a good card. I did pass the shock, but we'll see. Because Snoop can be in the same deck as either of these cards, which is nice. This makes instant and sorcery spells cost less, and then it's kind of cool. 4 or more in a turn is going to be pretty tough, unfortunately. There's Presumed Dead, Detonation. So this is cheaper if you sack an artifact. That's kind of cool. So this can be at best a 2 mana, 3 damage sorcery if you've sacked an artifact. So, I mean, it wants to be in the same deck as a Geardrake. I could see that. Otherwise, we take the Snoop. But I'll go with the Detonation. I'll give it a try. See if we can make some sort of sea of red-blue artifacts is a thing we can do. Unauthorized Exit. Surveillance Monitor. This card's really good. Yeah, this card's really good. Get the collect evidence value. Get some 1/1 dudes. Still works with Innervation if I want to splash for some reason, but I really like Monitor a lot. What's the Auditor do? Whenever you solve a case, look at the top 6 cards of your library, reveal an enchantment, put it in your hand. It's pretty specific. Tunnel Tipster is good. Slice from the Shadows is good removal, but I'm going to go with Surveillance Monitor and see if we can't find some more goodies. All right, well, Gadget Technician wants to be in this deck. Get some more Thopters. It doesn't add up. It does work with Innervation, but donate. Nyx Weaver, little throwback card. Hedge Whisper is actually pretty cool. I feel good about the Technician here, though. This card is just good. Get all our flyers. So this ramps. Collect evidence 3 tap. All right, that's kind of cool. So it still synergizes with Monitor. I like that. And it ramps. Otherwise, we could take Detonation. Again, get some more removal. But currently, we only have one way to sack an artifact. Can't be countered is nice. I didn't even see that the first time. Gets around ward. That is valuable. I feel good about this Researcher. Maybe I'm crazy, but this effect seems decent to me. Both ramp or tap. 2 good value effects. All right. Cracker's fine. Cracker. It's called... she's a cracker. Rubble Belt Braggart. 5 mana, 5/5. Okay. What's the Juggler do? Probably taking the cracker, but we'll read the juggler. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. You can throw creatures. It's pretty expensive, but I'll take the cracker. Then I'll get the flyer with the investigate. It kind of makes sense. What do you do again? I always look at you and then I never take you. Sacrifice any number of other creatures. Exile top X cards of your libraries. It's so expensive though. It does have menace, ward, and haste, I guess. It's more exciting than anything else here, so I guess I'll take it. You take the rage and splash it. Can't play either side of that. Playing best of one, so I don't need this. And it's expensive too. Maybe we'll splash rage. Well, I guess if we're splashing green, we could take bite down on crime. Case of the ransacked lab. Well, we'll take it, but we'd need boatload of cheap instant sorceries to play 4 in 1 turn. I don't think that happens. Well, we're not going to first pick it. Whipcracker is not a bad card. Lumbing Laundry is not bad. Could take another cracker. Murder is pretty good. And blue, we got like last pick black cards, so yeah, it could be that we're supposed to be in black, maybe black blue, and then I could splash. Not opposed to that. Cause now then I can pick up a murder here and feel okay about it. This card's good. Wow, that card's really strong, actually. Whenever one of our face-down creatures you control deal combat damage to player, draw a card. Whenever a face-down creature you control dies, return to the battlefield face-down under its owner's control. If it's a permanent card, then turn it face-up. Wow. Yeah, I like that. The only issue is we don't really have a lot of support for it, but it's a really strong card. So Dramatic Accusation is some removal we could consider playing. Branch of E2 Ghazi is a way to splash, technically. Because you can turn it face up, and then you get to tap it for a land and 2 mana of any one color. So it's a one-time fixer, I should say. Take Suspicious Detonation, but that wasn't exciting the first time. I kind of feel like I don't even know what colors we are. That's what's complicating this. Better take this just for some fixing at this point, because I don't even know what we are. Can't be white, though. We don't have any white cards. Take another murder. Wait, did I pass murder? Oh, I took the rare over it. That's right. Well, no regrets there. I know the inspector's good, so maybe I should just take that and play white, red, green. That's something I could do. Should almost take fixing instead, but this is so good with collect evidence and just in general, it's so good. Getting loots. Cannot miss out on loots. Wow, that card's sweet. Can I splash these? Do I have a way to splash these? Just play 4 color? I guess. And this card is great too. This card is so sweet though. You just get to make imps. Really strong imps every time you cast an instant or sorcery. Well, you could do the satchel. Get to investigate as well. That is cool. I don't have any fixing, right? No. This kind of fixes, but we don't even start until 3 mana. We might be in trouble here. Jeez. I'm actually going to take the satchel. I'm going to get real greedy. Okay, it's not bad. I think, unfortunately, we might need to take this automaton. Not that I want to, but I don't know if we can afford more 4-drops here. And I need some actual cheap things and fixing. All right, another Gear Drake, I guess. Otherwise, I could take the Galvanize. Just pretty good removal. But I'm going to go with another 2-drop here. We'll find the fixing at some point. Running out of time here. I could do the Stalker, I guess, since we're 4-color anyway. All right. Panther for fixing. There you go. We got it going now. Knot of the Bone. There's a nice old school card. Chase is on. Fanatical Strength. I guess this kind of synergizes what they're doing. All right, got into the Panther. Now we're just in good shape now. Pick your poison that we won't play. Sack artifacts. Some synergy. All right, Raucous Theater actually does fix for us. Oh, this is way different than I thought. You have to get rid of... You control... Oh, I see. So it can't block. It has to just keep attacking. I see. You do get the effect. Let's just take the theater. I mean, we've got enough goodies at this point, and we're doing something crazy, so probably the smart move is get some fixing. Especially fixing that lets you surveil as well. Trust Danny. Well, that'd be 5-color if we want to do that. It is a cool card, but I don't think so. So, no fixing. Cool card, but... Savior, we could do. Double black would be tough. Probably do the Technician. Let's see. Green, blue, black, red. Technically, we could. Well, that technically would be some fixing. We have 3 2-drops currently. It's pretty light in the 2-drop department. Well, I guess Panthers are going to be 2-drops too. Do I take the Tipster? Do I just take this? Let's just try it. We can cast it. If we start with it, then we have all our fixing taken care of, right? 3 green. Okay. All right. Triple green might be tough. This lets us fix, so we probably do that and be a little smarter. Triple green seems like we might struggle. I like the Inspector a lot. How many actual detective? We have a decent detective count too. But I'd probably take the Gardener for a little more fixing. Just in case. Take the Tipster or I take the Inspector. I think once again we need some cheap stuff. We're not staying busy enough early here. Another Panther, Technician. Oh, we could get that. That's a cool card. We could get 8 power, probably, on the board, I'm guessing. Probably, right? How hard could it be to get 8 power on the board? So we could take the Gossip, another ley line of the Guild Pact. I can always loot it away. Let's get 2 of them. That way we can that way we can never miss on it. Right? This is probably good. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Little explosion, huh? All right, we'll take the Cracker. I don't think Cold Case Cracker will ever not be funny to me. Do I take the Snuffler? We don't have a lot of ways to sack artifacts, do we? Double black seems tough, but whatever. We might need a flyer. This is quite the deck. Doing some real cute things here, aren't we? Well, I guess if we're playing black, getting stuff back seems good. All right. Well, probably can't cut any of my 2-drops. So 4 color, and we're playing 2 ley lines of the Guild Pact. Wow. All right. Well, that's something. Let's dump the chases on. 4 more instant sorceries is not happening. It does make stuff cheaper, but we don't need it. I don't really want Kylox. Three Panthers is probably excessive. 2 we could probably get away with. Am I going to do 2 ley lines? Well, might as well give it a try. Don't need white mana. Color split right now is mostly blue and red. Pretty even on blue-red. Pretty even on all the colors, honestly. I think we probably need more green, ultimately. Because that's the Panthers, Gardner colors I'm going to need. So that makes sense. The monitor's still good. That effect is usually good and limited. Collect evidence. Yaris is fun. Do I even want suspicious detonation, or how many creatures do I have? Oh, 20? We can cut creatures. We're good. So, well, this synergistically does work reasonably well with our deck. Since we have little token makers, little tokens here, little tokens here. Huh. You can hard cast this and still get a Thopter too, which is nice. It's cool. Probably don't need confiscation. How many actual instant sorceries do I have? 0 instants and 5 sorceries. Well, that's just sad. Maybe we don't need Judith then, unfortunately. Because we have all these enchantments. Well, geez. Do I even need to play black? And then if I don't need to play black, I don't need ley lines. That's true. We can bring other stuff back in and just play 3 color. Still run the Panthers. I mean, this is cuter, but we just don't need it. Yeah. I feel as though we're off the ley line plan. I mean, I could still splash Judith because that effect is just really good. Oh, it just deals 2 damage to each opponent. It's still pretty good. Death Touch and Lifelink on the instant sorcery doesn't really... Well, actually, does something with ill-timed explosion. That's cool. But basically, it's a board wipe. But kills Judith, too. Still, it's a board wipe. If I cut all the black, I'm left with a less sexy deck. I'll say that. But 16 creatures still. Could bring in the 3rd Panther. Could try Kylox. But we don't even have instant sorceries to support it. It's just not very good in here. Probably better to run a Panther. Make more hands keepable. My only other choice is I could splash. Basically, I could splash like Stalker because it's a pretty good card. And I could splash Judith. And just hope that... the thing is, we have so many like cases. So like enchantments and stuff, you know. We don't even have, unfortunately, that much value for this either. I guess it still gives your other dudes haste, which is nice, but basically for disguise, we got these 3. That's it. Is that right? Wow. It's not much. Huh. This is tough cookie. I'm keeping the Criminologist, the Artifact Sack extra card. Oh boy. Do I want to do Judith anyway? Probably. Even if it's just 5 instant sorceries. Could be worth it to find a way to get more in here. I feel like I should probably still do Soul Innervation too, shouldn't I? Because it's removal. I should probably do the Chases On, and I should probably do Stalker. And then none of the other black is probably worth it. But I refuse to do the ley line for this, I think. We just don't have... There's just no way I can make space for that. And if I'm playing 4-color, I feel as though I probably should have the Panther. But now we're making it real difficult on ourselves here. So I should probably keep all my flyers. We have a good detective count for the Inspector. Maybe we try to get away with 2 Panthers. I kind of want all these flyers just because flyers win games. And we're not a beatdown deck, so having flyers actually seems kind of important. I think we'll cut the Chases On. Like, I want a lot of value for Judith, but it's just not realistic. And that still leaves me at 4 sorceries. So low. How are we so low? I mean, at that point, jeez. Maybe I do cut Judith, but run the Stalker and Innervation? Is that right? They just feel like easy cuts, and they don't have to run black. It's true. But where does that leave me for flyers? Like, I could cut Criminologist. I don't need Criminologist in this deck. It works with Gear Drake. It's kind of cool. But whatever. It's just not good enough. I'd rather just have a flyer. Maybe I just go to 2 Panthers. Cut my fixing. I don't love that. Huh. Removal that we even have in this deck is what? Ill-timed Explosion. That one's pretty good. Bite Down on Crime, Soul Innervation to Detonation. Okay. Maybe we go to 2 Panthers. 1 Swamp with the Raucous Theater. So you can fix one more. At least Branch of Vitukazi does something in here. That's cool. Alright. So now we're mostly blue, but I need the green for fixing. If I did this, 5, wow. This deck looked cool after the draft, but I don't even get to do all the things I want to do because it's not good enough. Like, I wanted to do ley lines for all the fixing, but I can't even, like, capitalize on Judith. So, unfortunate, but interesting deck nonetheless. At least we have some more Yaris value now that I'm all piecing it together a little bit more, but yeah. All right, well, we'll see what we can do with this. I'm not super optimistic, but we'll see what we can do. We'll see round one. All right, well, it's a keep. No doubt about that. So go Gear Drake into Disguise. Could be. Could do Researcher too. Oh, that's a that's a good one. Play here. So we probably do the Researcher so we can block the tracker, is what I'm thinking. And it lets us ramp too. Could just play a Monitor as well. I mean, I'm a ways away from collecting evidence here, you know? I'm guessing Team Buff is coming here. Can't really play around it though. I guess they need 4 mana to do it. Well, I think we better draw, even though it's gonna cost us some life here, unfortunately. All right, well, that's a good draw. That's cool. Do I want to stay back? Man, I feel like... yeah. I don't feel like I can stay back. If they have the team bump, I'm kind of toast anyway. I feel like. Well, that's interesting. All right. So I can turn this face up, get my 2 black mana. 3, 6, 8, 9 mana. So with 10, I could do Innervation plus just hard cast a Stalker, which might actually just be good enough. Another option is to do Detonation too, because this guessing is probably another Dogwalker. Here, I'm gonna get the black mana. All right, and we'll play land. And I'm gonna play Innervation first to kill the tracker. No, that's not how I wanted to tap it. Not how I wanted to tap it. Not how I wanted to tap it. But that's okay. So then we can sack this, get another 1/1. We can tap this. We can untap a land. And I can try and blow this up and see what they got. All right, as expected, another dog walker. So we're at 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. We would have 3 blockers. I think I'm just gonna hang out this turn. Well, if it's something beefy, I can tap it. Forensic Researcher coming up huge here. I shouldn't have highlighted it. Draws attention to it. Ooh, they've had enough of that card, huh? Okay. I can live with that. Oh. Don't mind if I do. 1, 2, 3. This threatens lethal, so we'll do that. And then we'll play the Panther. Guess they just have to block with one dog. It's a pretty odd game. I gotta tell you that. Yeah. I feel like we had no earthly business winning that game, but we did. So we'll see for the next one. This hand's pretty awkward. I think I'll keep it still, but we need green mana pretty badly. At least I can play this on turn 3 at worst, and then hopefully either find a red or a green mana. Preferably green. Oh, well that actually works out. Yeah, that's actually okay. All right, that actually worked out nice. I suppose we probably dump the Panther. That way we can collect evidence. We don't have green mana. We have another one in hand. Huh. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna assume it's the guy that gives hexproof to everything, maybe? It's kind of what I'm thinking. You gonna go squirter? I was gonna say, that'd be quite the move. I get hard cast Panther now with Gardener, but I need 2 green in order to. I see. And I still want to investigate too. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. see. Okay. Wow. They need that black mana pretty badly. I feel like this time I'm going to block if they attack. I'll make them morph or whatever. I can morph, so what do I care? Alright, so we'll get our red mana, so we can cast the Gear Drake and investigate. Oh, I could have gotten Raucous Theater, huh? But then I wouldn't have been able to cast Gear Drake right away, but I would have been fixed for black, so that might have been smarter in hindsight. Guess I can just get in. Let's see how they block. Oh, it kind of makes sense. You get a dude out of it. So I'm going to do the Gear Drake, and I'll do the branch. I think I'm more likely to hard cast a Panther than blow up the board with it. I mean, I kind of feel like the face down card is the Sanguine Savior, but could obviously be a lot of different cards. You just never know. Okay. Attacking. Bold. That's nice. Doing monitor and getting another flyer seems pretty good. Let's sack our clue though and pump our Drake. Oh, that's nice. Can almost burn them out at this point. Let's do the monitor. Do 4. And get him for 3. And next turn with Rage. Should be able to burn for 4. Plus hit for 4 in the air. So even if they gain 3 from the Mortipede, but they would gain 4 from the Mortipede. There's a subtle difference. Alright. So I can just nuke the Lamasaw instead. Wait. Yeah, I can only burn for 4, right? If I turn this face up, it's a net 0 on actual mana gain. So I guess we'll just blow this up. I see. But they're going to gain 3 life. Well, I'm not 100% sure it matters. Kind of curious what they suspect here, if anything. Like, they actually have to be careful. Because my guys having Menace are a much bigger deal than their guys having Menace. I guess they don't really want their guys suspected either. See, the funny thing is, this isn't even that great for them. Like, I can attack with Automaton now, and I basically get to trade it for... I get to trade it for their detective, which isn't even a bad trade. But I don't have lethal even if I swing with everything. They block with Mortipede on monitor. Probably face down card on face down card. Menace. Wonder why they did it like that, though. So I can attack with team. Undo this. Yeah, that probably works. Wow. All right. Well, got there anyway. We'll see you for the next one. I'm satisfied with this hand. We'll try it. I can keep that. I mean, we need a land, but I can play Branch as a land if I have to. Oh, not a detective, as it turns out. That's okay. We can probably dump the tipster. I won't need it. So we probably play the Gadget Technician, I guess. Best use of mana. Still need a green mana, but I'm hoping I can find it at some point. And I should probably play a land, so. There's our green mana. So I can loot from Researcher, but I'm pretty much guaranteed to play this land. This is going to find our black mana, though, which is nice. For Soul Innervation. That could be valuable. Yeah, I could see that being good. Let's go Gardener. And get it for 1. Oh, that thing's got reach. Well, guess I didn't realize that. Guess it kind of looks like he's got reach. He's up in a tree. Kind of makes sense. Let's get our 1. Well, wait. It goes to our hand, though. Oh, we'll do this one. Surveil is nice, though. Free Surveil is nice. But why don't we just do a crack of our own and loot? Could have done it before playing the swamp, I guess, but it's alright. Bite Down on Crime's pretty good. But is it better than either of our other removal spells? Only if they have mana open. I mean, this is going to be more expensive. I probably can dump Bite Down on Crime. Probably, yeah. Alright, take a bunch of damage. Guess we can crack this. Alright, so can build towards a board wipe. So we can just detonate this guy. And guess I'm just gonna hold up. I'm just gonna wait. Bide my time to cast an ill-timed explosion. Hopefully have it enough. To blow up the world. We'll see though. I mean, we have a couple Panthers in here. All right. So we can do it now. Might be better to wait one more turn. But yeah, because I can't actually. That's true. Can't actually blow up the thing yet. I'm actually going to play them. Well, Monitor buys me some time so they can spread themselves a little bit thinner. Dump the land. And guess I could have just left up Innervation. That might have been better. Yeah, because this is only for the highest, greatest value among. So it's only for one. I see. But I can do Soul Innervation, so that's not bad. Let's do the... I only have one card left. I guess we'll hang out then. That's a bummer. All right. They all have trample. I see. Well, looks like it's GG's then. Yeah, there's no way to block enough damage. They got 11, 17, 23, 26 damage. I can block 2, 4, 7, 8, which is a lot less than what I need, so we'll see you for the next one. All right. Well, I'd say I need some help, but we're going to keep it. Start with the island. See if we can find our red, or at least find another blue for Gadget Technician. Disguise. All right. So we'll start with an island here. Oh, that was a good draw. Yeah, that's fine actually. We'll do the technician. And next turn we can get our red mana and still probably play the Drake. Just in case they block. I can even do a awesome bite down on crime here too. So the extra forest there doesn't really do anything, so we'll do the theater, look at our surveil. I don't think we need the land. We can play, I mean, it builds World Soul's Rage, but World Soul's Rage will be able to get it back, so. It didn't tap in a helpful way there, did it? So now I kind of have to do bite down on crime. But, I mean, getting rid of Inspector at least seems pretty decent. I don't know, to be honest, I don't know if I'm willing to trade my dude for it. I have been pretty impressed with the Gear Drake, despite not even having a really optimized deck for it. Card that replaces itself and grows is pretty strong. Oh, that worked out reasonably well. I still get to, I mean, I get to get another card out of it, so it's really not that bad. I guess they could counter it here or something, but kind of okay with that too. They're just kind of temporarily setting us back for now. must have a counterspell here or something. I'm actually gonna morph this. Disguise it. Because I can pay the 2 for a counterspell. And I can still undisguise it at the end of their turn. That one I can't do. So I can get in for 3, 6. And then I can nuke for 3. Let's see, 4, 8 mana. So I can hit for 6, 12. So not quite lethal. So may just kill the Private Eye instead. And I probably want to do it now because I don't want to stress about them having some way to counterspell that. So now we can just get a couple more bodies on the board with Gadget Technician and probably be fine. All right, let's see for the next one. Yeah, it's a keep. It's a good keep. All the fixing we need in this Panther. And then we even get to work towards this monitor. I like it. It was a good draw. But I want to get my guaranteed land next turn, so I'm just going to Panther for the red. Essence of Antiquity. Keeping that thing on top, whatever they got. Kind of like their worn sleeves. That's a cool idea. So we'll get our red mana and play it and do Inspector. So now we can probably dump. Yeah, what do we want to dump here? Probably Automaton. All these other things are stronger. I do still need a land is the problem. And Surveil can help with that, that's true. But at worst I can do... Yeah, I still have good options here. It's got to be the weakest card, I think. Land draw there's great. Especially with this Stalker. So we'll do Surveil land. Keep land on top. And then I can do Stalker and turn it up next turn. And then loot. And it's best use of mana, so I like that. I don't necessarily have to do it next turn too if they keep up a bunch of mana or something. But I would like to get the Surveil train going. They have bounce mana, so I wonder if I'd rather just play a Drake and pass. It's not the best use of mana. Could do a Cracker. Yeah, I'm kind of okay with that. Let's see if they got the counter spell. So what do we ditch? Well, I guess it's the Researcher. These two work so well together. But I want to get rid of my Drake. My Innervation's kind of important as a actual, you know, kill spell. Of which I don't really have right now. This is probably the 5/5, I'm guessing. So, I'm guessing it's the 5/5. Oh, they can't flip it now, though. Huh. Alright. I won't double block then. Oh, they did it. It was the 5/5. Alright. Alright. So, options now. Makes it a little bit trickier. I can leave up the Innervation though. I might just do that. So I'll do this first, see if it resolves. All right, well that worked out okay. So I can do Monitor and drain them now. Best use of mana is probably this plus Gear Drake. I mean, I can do this too. It's just, I'd rather get some dudes out, I think. See if they got the counter. No. All right. So I'm guessing it's another one of those. Oh, maybe not. Well, that worked out pretty well for him. Well, I could triple block it. I would end up losing 2 dudes. I don't want them to keep their 4/5 though. All right. So let's do monitor and collect evidence and loot. Guess I don't need a second black. We can kill the Hedge Whisperer too. Or the Panther. Well, I guess I need another land to kill the Panther, but we can do that. Yeah. Probably kill Panther, is my guess. They can do Hedge Whisperer. No reach this time, right? I don't want to get got by that again. Alright. Let's kill this. Get that. And guess I can get in with these. Can block with Maverick. And Tipster. I'm trying to think how much I care about that. I mean, Maverick is kind of meant to die. I think I'm okay attacking with these two, honestly. If they want to block with Tipster and Maverick, yeah, I'd be alright with that. Sure. Well, it's going to be a tapped land, so that works out okay. All right. So let's do face up on this dude, loot. I still have the mana for Gear Drake. Alright, I'll dump this. Play the Gear Drake. Get in here. Here. Might be better to keep that back. Although, am I really blocking with it? I guess I could. That's 16. If I attack like this. Block their biggest dude. Does not have trample. I don't need a tipster. I don't really need a land either, but I've got a couple ways to investigate as well, so it's probably okay. Alright. So let's draw. That's board clutter. I like that. Draw two more. So we're already at 7. Then we'll do technician. I don't have enough to do both of those, so We'll just do this to get extra bodies. We have a lot of cards left, so. Keep the Panther. All right, cool. See you for the next one. One lander, better mull that one. This one we can keep. Actually, it needs a little bit of help, but could be worse. We're basically just missing green, which is what we'd need for Gardener anyway, so I might as well just get rid of Gardener. That's the way I see it. Fourth blue. I mean, I really need a green mana, so I think I'm actually gonna get rid of that. Ooh, that was a good draw. All right, so I think I actually do the technician here. So next turn, if I draw a land, I get 2 opportunities. We get a real nasty turn potentially. We're gonna draw and hope to hit the land. We did, so that worked out. And then we can start setting up for Stalker here, which is good. Oh, that makes sense. We still can do it again though, so it's not even that bad. Panther I can't do yet, huh? Alright. Well, I guess we'll get in there. Do the Drake. I'm gonna do the investigate now, just because we haven't hit a land. Alright. Tolerable. I can live with that. Hey, we got a green mana, so option now. Now I kind of don't even want to do Panther to fix. I could just hard cast a Technician. And then I'm actually a land from hard casting Stalker, so probably just hard cast this and just keep the beats going. Well, can do the Cold Case Cracker. Could still do the Panther. I still don't really love it though. Could actually do Researcher. Doesn't make the best use of mana. Might as well just get the Flyer. Keep the beats going. Man, I'm so close to killing them with this. I think we actually just smash here. Let them block a token if they want. And if they do, I mean, yeah, that's fine. We'll just hard cast this. They don't have the mana though. But then again, I guess we're a little bit short too, aren't we? But I can do bite down on crime. So I guess we'll do that. All right. We'll see for the next one. I like this hand. Spectre into Researcher. Work towards finding the black mana for that Stalker. Hey. Ask and ye shall receive. What do you do? That's a cool card. So let's do the Spectre first here. And I guess we can ditch the forest because we have Gardener to play next turn and get another land. That's a good draw there. Gives your dudes haste too. It's really good. Oh, that's cool. I can actually play Researcher and untap another land with it. So that gives me... Oh, that's cool. Okay. So do this. Loot. Suppose I'll actually get rid of the Gardener. Rather have the Flyer. Like, it's cool how it works, but this is fine. I'm gonna play it safe with the RS here. Sensible. All right. So let me read this. Yeah, that's awesome. Guess I'll just get it back then. I'm not attacking with the RS just because I'm trying to play it a little bit safer. Now they only have 2 mana up. It makes me feel a little safer about it. Guess I could have attacked with the Inspector too. Might have been smarter. Oh yeah. Oh wait. They only get it on their turn, don't they? Oh, it's second card each turn. It's not when you draw. Ooh. Well, looks like we both forgot about that. But turned out me forgetting didn't matter because it didn't do what either of us thought it did. You don't just sack a clue and make them bigger. All right, we'll see for the next one. All right, this is a good hand. Yeah, hard to go wrong with our Yaris, right? Especially when we've got the branch. So we probably ditch Panther for red mana. Just make sure we can cast Yaris. And then just start getting the hasty face down creature train going. All right, well, let's see if they got the counter spell. Ooh, they do. Or they got something. Well, when you got it, you got it. Could have played around the counter, but didn't seem like the right move. You go for the win when you have the win on turn 4. Just hope they don't have it. I mean, I still have some beaters to go here, so that's fine. I'm just gonna... Well, I guess I don't have to hardcast Technician, do I? No, I don't. Oh, let's see. No lands in graveyard. I can bite down on crime, but... Yeah, it might be worth it. But I can't attack. So I don't love that. Alright. Let's just do Automaton. So, if I put the land in the graveyard, I can find it with the World Soul's Rage, but I'm just going to keep it. Bubble dude, maybe? Can hit him pretty hard with that World Soul's Rage. But they got 2 cards, so I probably shouldn't do Bite Down on Crime. Let's just get in there, see what they got. Well, got there. We'll take it. Did I have fun? Yeah, I had fun winning, I guess. All right, well, somehow got 7 wins with this deck, so let's do some pack one, pick ones. All right, pack one. Well, I probably learned my lesson with Leyline, unless we play 5 color, I guess. 3 or more artifacts. Oh, this one's pretty playable. Yeah, and you get to investigate. That's just a good card. I'd take this case. This is a good card. You can get 3 artifacts in a lot of decks. So Snoop is very good too. Panther's obviously great, but I take the case. Treacherous Greed. Sacrifice a creature that dealt damage this turn. Draw 3 cards. Each opponent loses 3 life, and you gain 3 life. That's an interesting one. Sacrifice a creature that dealt damage this turn. So you got to deal damage. Draw 3 cards is pretty nice for 3 mana, though. We saw the case before this one, the Case of the Trample Garden. This is a cool card, too, and it is good. But, yeah, I'd try out the Treacherous Greed. That's pretty cool. A lot of potential upside there. All right. Well, here, probably taking the Murder. Yeah, it seems good to me. I like the Dronesmith. That's good synergy with Drake. Really good synergy with the Drake. And probably other things too. The satchel. Yeah, Dronesmith's a good enabler for that. I'd take murder. Never look back. Be happy about it. All right, here. The Moroi is actually a sweet card. Because you can disguise it and get a 4-power flyer. I like that. Probably would still take murder over it though. Although this evidence examiner is incredible. This just lets you draw a bunch of cards. Especially in a self-mill plan. Dogwalker is very good. Jeez. Upside of... I like the blue-green decks a lot too. I'd probably take Examiner. The upside of that is just huge. I've seen it just go off. No witnesses. It's hard to go wrong with a board wipe. Even if they get to investigate off of it. So yeah, just take the no witness. And take board wipes. Alright, Bone Brood. I've been exterminated by this card before. This is so strong. Yeah, because you get to disguise it and then they don't even get the 2 dogs. It's just so punishing and cheap. So that's an easy pick too. Bone Brood is super powerful. Illicit Masquerade. Intruders put an imposter counter on each creature you control. Whenever a creature you control, an imposter counter dies, exile it, return up to 1 other target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Wow. That's kind of cool. I can see the upside of that. Is this some weird trigger thing though? Whenever a creature you control with an imposter counter dies, exile it. Oh, so you don't get the ones that die there. It's got to be whatever's already in your graveyard. It's still good, but especially if you have self-mill or something. But I suppose if you're evidence collecting, it's less good. So, yeah, I could see maybe not first picking that one. Inside Source is 2 bodies in 1, which is good. I like the Panther. Green in general just lets you splash a bunch of stuff. I don't know if I would... Yeah, I don't know if I'd take the Masquerade. Kind of cool, but it's just niche enough where I'm not really feeling it. Could take the Meddler because it's an uncommon. You just suspect your dudes, but you get to surveil every time you attack. It's a 3-man, 3/2. Not bad. Probably worth taking over a Panther, I guess. I mean, giving something menace is good. This Neighborhood Guardian, I feel like I got beat up by this before, too. The Consultant, too, a little beatdown dude. This is probably just a bite down on crime and take the removal, be happy about it. Gatekeeper. Oh, yeah, I've had this before. This card's great. Lets you exile stuff. If you controlled it, return to the battlefield tapped. Otherwise, its controller. I see. So you can exile, but they get to make a little detective, but still worth it. I'd take it. Galvanize is good too. Analyst. It kind of deals with everything and gives you a body, which is really nice. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed it, folks. We'll see you for the next one.